Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. The girl, 24F, I've, 26M, been hooking up with is in a bad relationship with her married boss. I met Stacy at a bar for a one-night stand almost 2 months ago. We clicked and decided to keep in contact. We've been hooking up regularly since then and have become great friends. We are friends with benefits. I knew that she was seeing someone else, but she told me they were in a non-exclusive relationship like ours, so I didn't care. When we got drunk, she would tell me about how the other guy took her for granted many times, but I never pressed her about it. Last week, she slipped and told me the other guy was her boss and that he was ignoring her for his wife. This surprised me because Stacy is a funny, confident and level-headed person. I would have never guessed that she was a mistress of her boss. When I asked her about it the next day, she got angry, so I dropped it. 2 days ago, Stacy called me agitated and asked me to pick her up from a hotel. When we got back, she wanted to duck. I asked her why she was so agitated, and she wouldn't answer. I tried pushing, but she stonewalled me. Yesterday, after we went to bed, she called her boss when she thought I was asleep and started begging him to take her back. She was sobbing. I haven't talked to her about it yet. Stacy is the most assertive and confident person I know, and seeing her in that state really affected me. I really want to help my friend, but I don't know how to do it. She blocked all my previous attempts to talk about it. She is a dear friend of mine and I want to help her. What do I do now? You're catching feelings. I don't think you understand how this works. You are half of couple of friends with benefits. There is no expectation of commitment. She is the AP of her boss and he will certainly not leave his family for her. Guys like him are players and know how to blind and sweet talk women. What she needs to do is look for a new job and go no contact with her lover. It seems though she's in love with him and needs to find out the hard way herself. Not much you can do besides being there for her and lending a shoulder to cry on. I picked her up from a hotel. When we got back she wanted to duck. Dude, you do realize when you picked her up from the hotel she was just with her boss, ducking, and was trying to get you to duck her right after. That's pretty nasty. Talk about sloppy seconds. She wants him and not you for whatever reason, probably money/power, not that you don't have or won't achieve that, but she has a fixation. Hook up with her all you want, but for your health, you should get out and start dating again. Maybe one day she'll come around, but as long as they're both at that job then she'll probably be fixated on him. And even if not, then her boss can probably reinitiate their relationship at will. I think this girl doesn't like herself enough to take care of her mental health and leave a bad situation. If you date her then she'll probably treat you as badly as she treats herself. Run away. Far, far away. Your friend is a trash person. You need to run far and fast. She's a great and dear friend, but you've only known her for 2 months. She doesn't talk to you about her relationship with her boss. She uses you as a replacement dick when he's not around. You can't help someone who doesn't want help. He's probably tired of her and she doesn't even realize it. This isn't healthy for you. You picked her up from a hotel. She was clearly with him. And she tried to get with you right afterwards. This isn't a friend, she's toxic, and you need to remove yourself from the equation before she drags you down with her. You need to just either keep it just friends with benefits and don't catch anything else with her. Or in all actuality leave that relationship and go find another. The truth is she's fixated on her boss/her AP. She wants to be in a relationship with him. Either the boss is going to leave his wife for her, which I doubt, the wife is going to learn and make the boss get rid of her entirely, which could happen, or she's going to have to quit her job and get away from him to get better. Your friend put herself in a position that's not smart and you need to decide how far you're wanting to be put in this position. Because when it blows up, if you're super close to her, you may get affected, i.e. she needs a place to stay, needs money, needs a job, relies on you. And if you're just looking to get the benefits and not the dating part, you need to get ready to bounce. Yikes. Just block her and run. Don't get involved. Stay out of it. If you want to keep getting the benefits package, that's on you, but you both got together for something non-committal and random. Keep it like that. Update: the girl, 24F, 26M, been hooking up with, is in a bad relationship with her married boss. Date: April 26, 2022. I pressed her about her relationship with her boss after my post. She blew up and told me she'd stop talking to me. She called me the next day and apologized. I invited her and she told me about her relationship with her boss. It's the same story you tend to hear in situations like these. It was her first proper job and her boss was super nice to her. They started meeting outside and he told her how his wife is a bitch and won't look after him. She started sleeping with him and slowly fell in love. He loves Stacy but won't leave his wife. She started getting fed up with being his mistress and asked him to leave his wife. He kicked her out and stopped talking to her. That's why she was begging him to take her back. I told her I won't be sleeping with her anymore. We spent that whole weekend in my apartment. We shut off our phones and every form of communication from the outside. We played video games, talked and cooked all day. We spoke about why she was that way with her boss and I managed to convince her to quit the job and break it off. There were a ton of missed calls and messages from her boss telling her how sorry he was for kicking her out and how worried he was. I was afraid that she would go back to being his mistress when she went to the office, but she held strong. She turned in her notice and resignation letter. Her boss begged her to stay. We found a job for her pretty quickly. She told me that he was begging her to stay every day. One day, he followed her to my apartment. We were effectively roommates by then. He started banging the door and got angry when he saw. He started screaming at Stacy for leaving him, but I stopped him and threatened to call the cops. He left. After that, Stacy was scared and moved in with me completely. On her last day at the job, he followed her back to my apartment. He started threatening me and telling me how he would destroy me if I didn't give Stacy to him. She told him that she would tell his wife about them if he ever came back. He begged her to come with him but left eventually. He started tailing and stalking Stacy after that. He kept calling and messaging her constantly. So, we found his wife. She was some rich socialite who did a lot of charity events. We found her at one of these events, took some pictures with her and sent them to him as a warning. He stopped after that and we haven't seen him for over a week. I hope we don't see him again. Stacy and I are roommates now. We haven't had sex since the beginning of the whole ordeal. She's a great roommate and friend. She keeps thanking for helping her leave the toxic relationship. She also started going to therapy. I don't know what the future holds for us. Dude, you are something else. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. I don't think I've ever called any story fake since I started posting here. But this one just doesn't sound real at all. I'm calling bullshit on all of this. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, you bet. Happy to share my comment in the comments section of a website where people go to seek comments from others on their current situations. No problem. Actually, this is an advice subreddit. It's not called relationship_comments. Sorry you got confused. No advice necessary when the situation stinks of fiction. If you don't like reading comments, it may be helpful to avoid comment sections. Have a great day. Lol. So you can comment but I can't? The irony. Not at all. Read the comment again maybe? I was offering advice. It seems that your comments aren't though. Read between the lines. Not necessary, I wrote it. Glad you're catching on to this advice thing though, all of your other comments were lacking that. Cheers. This is what the comment section is for, comments. If you don't want someone to let you know, then I recommend avoiding the comments section. Well, this is an advice subreddit. Also, you're literally criticizing my own comment. I'm glad things are improving. If Stacy still has any proof of the affair, she should make copies and each of you keep it somewhere safe. As a former employer, you never know when he might try to pull something underhanded like finding and calling her current work to sabotage her job. You want to have whatever backup options protected in case they are ever needed. Yeah. We already have multiple backups of all their chats and pictures together. I wish you all the best of luck, but I'd be careful. People don't magically get in a relationship with a married boss. Even if it's just friends between you and her, I'd set some clear boundaries and make sure you're able to be independent of her. She didn't magically get into a relationship, seems she was truthful about how it started. This WTF did I just read? Is this a telenovela? Why are you saving a cheater exactly? I don't know what the future holds for us. Says you're still interested even though she comes with a lot of drama and lack of healthy boundaries/decisions. It's in your best interest to give her a firm timeline to move into her own place. It's better the ex doesn't know where she lives anyway. Some friends need to be kept at distance for your own mental health. Otherwise you may grow feelings, start a relationship and live to regret it. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are,